Out of the Pokemon that you've seen, the new ones, the new forms, this is the spoiler warning.
Oh.
Out of the new forms, what's standing out to you right now?
I love Ursaluna.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's great. I'm gonna use one on my team. Just at first. This happens every time we get 3D renders leaked from Pokemon data mines. The renders, there's always going to be a bunch of Pokemon that look awful in the renders, and then once you see them in action, or once we get official art a couple days after the game comes out, they look great. I'm like, these are awesome. Ursaluna looks. I'm so excited to use him. And you can ride him. You can use him as an out Pokemon too, which is great.
Do we know what the purpose of riding Ursaluna is? I think I saw that it's like it digs up treasures or it detects certain things underground.
I haven't seen it, but I could totally see that being what it's used for. It's just awesome. I'm so glad. I love Ursaring. I mentioned this in my team video I did last week that Ursaring is a Pokemon that I've loved forever, but I've never really used it on my team. Yeah. So getting to have a brand new evolution of it, this is the perfect way to use it.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's not. I wouldn't want to call it a forgotten Pokemon. That would be disrespectful. But I do think like it's powerful. It's a Pokemon that's powerful, but still kind of more on the forgotten side. Like it's a normal type, and to see it actually get an evolution is I think its stats are going to be busted. Also, Ursaluna, it looks like a classic animal Pokemon, and that's something I think I appreciate.
It felt like it gives me those like OG Gen 1, Gen 2, even Gen 3 design kind of feel, because Pokemon designs and like the philosophy behind their designs seems to have shifted a little bit over the years.
Deeper,
they don't design Pokemon in sort of like the simplistic animalistic way they used to. There's always a bunch of little details and lore things you can find as you investigate its origins. And this one just feels really natural to what Ursaring was.
One of my favorite details about Ursaluna is the moon on its forehead, and then its eyebrows are these like gray eyebrows that look like clouds over the full moon on a starry night. It's cute. It's cute. It's powerful. I cannot wait to use it.
It's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it.
And are there any other ones that stick out to you?
I've warmed up to the Typhlosion evolution, the Hisuian Typhlosion.
I think I have too, yeah.
I didn't love its render, but I got to see its like ghostly flames in action in a video from Reddit a couple days ago, and I like it a lot. Are there any Pokemon that you like that you saw that you were like, I don't know how I feel about it at first, but you've kind of warmed up to?
I think so much of what I do on the channel is look at information and then I try to speculate what could be real or fake. So I've seen a lot of designs, there's so many talented artists in the community who make some of the coolest things that I've ever seen. Things that are even cooler than what's in the actual game. So I think when we first saw the reveal of all these Pokemon from the data mine, like there were a lot of Pokemon that were a little underwhelming. I think Sneasler was very weird for me to see at first. It just looks like tall Sneasel. I love Sneasel. Base Sneasel's great. I think this new Sneasel looks almost cooler than the original one. Is that sacrilege? I don't know. But Sneasler is also grown on me.
That might be the only design that I saw first, and I was like, and now I'm like still kind of on it.
I do love how when you ride it, it's like you're in this backpack and you can see only its eyeballs sticking out of the backpack.
That is cool. Cool.
I don't like Overquill.
It's
Do
so
the spikes
big
always
and
stay out?
Maybe. It's so big and so clunky, and I'd have to see it in the water, actually, in the region.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not a Pokemon that I can see myself using. I'll be nice to it.
Yeah, that's kind. What do you think about Electrode? I think the consensus was that Voltorb was a very cool Pokemon that added a lot of lore to Voltorb just as is. But what do you think about Electrode? It's pretty simple.
It's simple. I love all the lore that Voltorb and Electrode are kind of based on, all the stuff we've learned about humans pushing it out of encampments and throwing things at it and things getting stuck in the hole that it uses. I love all of that. The Electrode design, I liked the Voltorb one. Like it made the original Voltorb better to me.
Yeah.
As a Pokemon, 100%. I like it better now. Electrode,
it's like a good retcon.
Yes. Electrode, I could take it or leave it. I'm cool with it. It doesn't move the needle for me, sort of like how Voltorb does.
Yeah, I'm not going to be using it, I don't think.
I will say, if they had revealed, it's interesting to see how they choose to reveal what forms they do publicly, like in commercials and advertising. Because I think if they had done it the reverse and they had revealed Hisuian Electrode from the beginning, I think I probably would have had a positive reaction to it like I did Voltorb. But just the fact that they hid it from us and then it's kind of a more simplistic design, I think that might be part of the reason why I feel the way I do.
Yeah, they gave us 30 days to speculate. The Fakemon artist went to town. So Cleavor is something that, I mean, we've known about Cleavor forever. And spiritually, like, if not Gogoat, I think my other two mascots would either be Sableye or Scizor. So spiritually, Cleavor feels like something I really should use, and I am gonna use it. I feel like I need to just experience it. But it is an ugly Pokemon. I stand for it quite a bit, but it is ugly. It's weird. I don't know. I gotta get used to it. Rock types really aren't my favorite.
It's the ugly member of the family that you have to love because it's family. You love the other two versions of it.
Yeah, which family member are you referring to?
there's many. But I don't think it looks too ugly. I really
it's not offensive, but it's just
I wasn't really Scizor or Scyther used on teams too much when I was growing up. I could see myself using a Cleavor maybe on a second playthrough. Because I think it's gonna be a powerful Pokemon. I can see it definitely benefiting from the two types of like battle styles you can have. I think it could be really interesting for that. And I love the fact that we've kind of known through the leaks that there's going to be varied sizes of the Pokemon that you can get. I think a big max size Cleavor would just be awesome to have on a team.
So what do you think about Goodra and the Sliggoo and the Gumi line?
I'm so conflicted because I love Goodra. It's one of my favorite legendaries, one of my favorite
Gen 6. Yeah, Gen 6 lore.
I love Generation 6. I always use a Goodra on my team.
You don't like it?
I think the design will grow on me. Just off the bat, I prefer the OG design.
Okay.
But I'm open to, I have to play with it. I have to use it. I really thought really hard about using it on my team. And right at the last minute, I decided not to. But it's fine. Like it's. I'll say this. It's one of those Pokemon designs that I don't have a negative feeling towards. I'm just like, it's another form of Goodra.
Yeah, I think it's a good design. To me, it looks like complete Goodra.
This
is red, like slugs and snails look the same, except one has a shell, and like that's what this is.
That's true.
And I think Sliggoo is way cuter now. Like Sliggoo actually is not forgettable.
No, it's not. Sliggoo does look cool. I do like how Sliggoo looks.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the Goodra animation in game through like gameplay where it?
I have. It's so slow and it just moves around.
And it'll like suck into its shell.
Yes, it's gonna grow on me. I know it will. Most Pokemon designs grow on me eventually.
Yeah, for sure. You should be thankful too. Dragon Steel type is no joke.
I love Dragon Steel. It's a great type. Do you have a team in mind, or at least a couple Pokemon that you're thinking of using?
Yeah, I've got my team set up. I'm still undecided on my starter Pokemon, and half of that is because the rest of the team is pretty cemented. So I'm either gonna pick Typhlosion or Samurott. I've been pretty down on Rowlet. I don't really have any like emotional ties to the Rowlet line. I do think this is where like I'm struggling internally. I do think Decidueye has the best like the greatest transformation from its original form to this thing. Like it changes a lot, and I do think it's a good design. I actually do like it a lot. But as the first, I gotta pick something nostalgic, so that would either be Oshawott or Cyndaquil. I have not made up my mind yet, but the rest of the team is gonna be Arcanine, Cleavor, as I had mentioned. I think Arcanine's really nice. Some people were not into it, but I think it's really cool.
Did you see the screenshots just the video of the boss battle? Oh,
yeah. It looks glows.
Oh, it's incredible.
It makes Solgaleo jealous. It's so cool, man. It is so cool.
Solgaleo's got nothing.
No.
Hisuian Arcanine.
It looks like a Zelda boss battle from like Ocarina of Time. It's so cool.
And the lighting engine just looks so well with the lava that you're fighting. Oh, it's so good. It's so great.
Oh man, I'm looking at the list. I think I'm gonna pick Sneasel and then evolve that into Cleavor. Okay. I'm sorry, not Cleavor. Sneasler. And Ursaluna as well. So, and then what else? I try to pick all the gen, like whatever the new Pokemon are, that's who I would like to have on my team. So yeah, so one of the starters, Arcanine, Kleavor, Sneasler, Ursaluna, and then I think I said Goodra was going to be it. That would be the team if I had to cement it, but truthfully what's probably going to happen is I'm going to catch an Eevee, and I'm going to say maybe it's an Espeon now, maybe it's a Leafeon.